Come along with me today as I look through the thrift store to find items that I can turn into gorgeous garden decor on a budget. Watch as I take inspiration from Ballard Designs and Restoration Hardware to create items to decorate my backyard with. I even found Pottery Barn goods at the thrift store today. It's gonna be a great one, so let's get started.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, but it's $4, but it was originally $20. Missing a handle, and they're still asking $4. There's a huge plate rack under there. What's the price before I even spend all my time? $3.99. Oh my god. I don't like that. Never mind.
Ooh, but I really like this one, and it's only $9.99. I think I'm gonna snag this one. I really love the metalwork that this is made of. I like the antique white color that it has. It's a classic beauty. It reminds me of something you would see styled in a Restoration Hardware magazine or on Ballard Designs, depending on what kind of plants you're going to put in it. I went to Walmart and I got some moss that was very realistic looking because, again, I want this to be a little more high-end looking when I'm finished with it. I also grabbed some faux ferns from Walmart that were about $5. I just grabbed one bundle of it. And then I also picked up this pothos plant. It's faux and it looks really real. And then of course I had to get some foam to help hold everything into place. I got everything home and now it is time to put it all together. Some of my favorite outdoor decor comes from Ballard Designs. I love all of their styles, and also Restoration Hardware has beautiful rooftop gardens that are a really good inspiration to check out to do some DIYs on your own. But of course, these things are much more expensive than what I'm wanting to pay, so we are going to DIY it. This really realistic looking moss is perfect for this project. I could totally picture this like on a wall above a beautiful fountain or something like that with this moss inside. And we're going to just bend all of the leaves of this faux fern to look more realistic before we put it inside. To amp this up just a little bit more and bring it to a little bit of a higher level visually, and a little more interesting to look at, I added the pothos in there to spill over the edge of the planter and make the planter appear a little more realistic. I want it to appear like a Victorian era secret garden kind of thing, but also high-end decor that you could find now, because a lot of the stuff that they design their stuff off of is based off of really classic historic design, and I think that as long as you go classic, you can never go wrong and it won't go out of style. I felt like something was missing to add more age to this piece to make it look more like it was authentically in a garden for 100 years. So I added the little crumbly bits from that faux moss onto the metal on the top to make it look realistic, like moss is growing on there as well. I want to hang this by my back entry from my driveway into my back door. I have this cute little sitting area here with some topiaries and whatnot, and I think this would go perfectly with that classic design. Let's get back to thrift shopping. The next thing we found were these little spice rack things. They were $1.99 each. I also saw this basket here. I love a great basket. But this basket was priced at $6.99, which I thought was pretty steep for a small basket like this. But these I am definitely going to be taking home with me. I also saw this solid wood sign. It was $6.99, which I felt like was a little bit expensive, but since it was solid wood, it would work really well and last for a long time in a garden. So I picked this up as well, and we're going to put these two things together. The first thing that I need to do is get this piece sanded down so it feels smooth to the touch, and then I'm going to be painting it in a dark hunter green color. Now that the paint is dry, it's time to assemble these pieces together. I'm going to screw on these little spice rack shelf things into that solid wood wall hanging board thing, and then I'm going to make cute little planters out of it. You're going to love this. I could not find my burlap fabric anywhere, which is what I had wanted to use, but this will work just as well, if not better. I think I really like that black stripe that's on these. It adds a little bit more character to it, and this is chair webbing that you would use underneath a cushion, like when a chair doesn't have a wood underneath for the seat. You weave these in there to create the seat on antique chairs. I'm describing this terribly, but you can buy these at craft stores or on Amazon, and I'm going to stick some more foam inside here because I'm going to be creating an arrangement. I got this floral half off from the spring sale at Hobby Lobby a long time ago, and I'm going to cut it up into a lot of little pieces to make one bushel last enough to cover both of these planters. finally, I'm going to add some more moss in here to help carry that same theme, as well as make this look a little bit more high quality, having that moss in there to make it look much more realistic. Now let's get this hung up on the other side of my back entrance. I think this is a great way to create balance on both sides with really unique garden themed decor. What do you think of these so far? Let me know in the comments. But let's get back to thrift shopping. I saw this absolutely gorgeous, beautiful mirror at the Goodwill. It was $25 and it had this really unique detail where you can only see it from like different angles, but I just didn't have a place for it right now, so I left it there and somebody bought it before I even left the store. I also really liked this one as well, and I'm kind of playing around with the idea of having art or like real mirrors outside in my garden. I just don't know how to put them somewhere where they're not going to get ruined. I also found these were hilarious. They're little muffin like cups called muffin tops. And then I found these really cute little canvases for $2.99 a piece, and I thought these need to come home with me. I could totally picture these decorating my back patio area where I have my raised garden beds and I grow all my herbs and my strawberries, but they are missing some detail to them to make them look a little more high end. And I think I know just the thing to make these have that detail that I'm looking for. I'm going to use these stir sticks that I got for free from a free yard sale a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to cut them down to size to create beautiful wooden frames for these. Now that I've sanded off the Lowe's logo on these stir sticks, I'm going to be staining them in a water-based brown colored wood stain just to give it that garden aged look. Since I only have 3 that are long enough to do the sides of both of these, I'm going to have to do one of these pictures with sides that have that little handle indentation. So I decided to embrace that shape and add it into each side instead of trying to cut that shape out of it. So when you see how I put it together, let me know what you think of having that funky shape to the frame. Such an easy way to add a free and beautiful frame to a simple canvas that was only $3 a piece. I used some command strips to hang these up by my back garden where I have my raised beds there. I have parsley and strawberries growing right now, but it's the middle of the summer, so not much is growing. Didn't these turn out so cute? What do you think of this one having that little indentation shape throughout its frame? I think that kind of makes it look even more garden-like. But let's get back to shopping. I saw this really pretty arrangement, but it was priced at $15, so we did not take that home. We also did not take home whatever this is. I have never seen something like that before, but we had a really good laugh in the store when we saw it. I also saw this beautiful sheet with the roses on it. It's a bit of a chintz pattern. I really wish I would have taken this home, but I didn't. I also saw this little quail-shaped gravy boat, and then I saw this bunny for $4.99, and I had to take that bunny home, as well as these little white planters. I think they were great for $1.99. And when I took the price tag off of this bunny, I was shocked to find out that this is actually a Pottery Barn piece. How lucky are we today? Don't have to fake this piece being high-end. It already is a Pottery Barn piece. I just need to decorate with it. And I thought I would add some faux greens that looked a little bit like the tips of carrots. And I'm going to put these cute little planters in the clay pots next to it. Since they all have the same color and sheen, I thought they'd be a cute little vignette to add to our back table, just as a little conversation piece, something to look at when you're sitting out there on the table. And it all came together so well. I had so much fun shopping and flipping these garden decor items with you today. And if you liked what you saw today, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. We post new videos weekly, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. I'll see you next time. Bye!